No, no.
Sorry, how you doing? This is 100 Keep here. We're at the Soul Sock at 1801 Jefferson Street, Suite 204. Once again, we're here for a sit-down Sunday. We have each and every Sunday. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves.
What's going on, y'all? This is Troy. You can follow me on Instagram, L_Bozeman.
Hey, I'm Debria Love. Ooh, that's all
You're good. You can keep going.
It's the mimosa. It's the mimosa that's in it. But y'all, I'm Debria Love. You can follow me on Instagram at Debria Love, DEBRIALOVE_. I got debates, conversations every Tuesday. Make sure you watch my story.
Hey y'all, I'm Miko. You can follow me on Instagram at goddesssanctuary_. And check me out, I'll be dropping gems and things.
Alright, so I appreciate y'all coming here today on a Sunday, which I could be out having fun on this Sunday. So the topic today is going to be fun over funds, and also Sunday fun days, which was new to me. Maybe 6 months ago. Like I just started hearing about Sunday fun days. First, like what the hell is Sunday fun days? I thought it was a club or like a event that was like happening at a certain place. Because everybody's like, oh, you ain't going to Sunday fun day. You ain't doing Sunday. I'm like, what the hell is Sunday fun day? And I'm just assuming maybe I'm not fun enough because I don't know shit about no damn Sunday fun day. But I mean, so back to like over funds. So what I do notice is too many people want to put fun over their funds, basically. So, which that's something I used to do at a younger age. Like I spent my last, like I wouldn't, I would have people say, hey, maybe you should, put your money in the hill, or this is a good investment, or do this. And I'm like, I reserve to take my $40 and go to the club, or I take this $100 and, go to the club, get a picture, get one drink, and, when I could have really invested them $100, who never knows, that $100 could change your life, eventually down the line. So, is a night worth of memories worth a potential investment for y'all? Do y'all think, like, would you rather spend your money to have fun and build memories, or if somebody came to you and said, hey, $150, man, to get in this class and we can teach you a few things and kind of, mold you into being this type of person that you may want to be, or hey, $150, we're finna start up this company, we just need, small investments. What do you guys think?
I mean, I solely believe in enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? Rather just going out or even just being at home. Like, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to prioritize my funds. I'm not going to spend, recklessly. So I don't believe in that. I feel like people need to take care of their priorities. If you have the funds set aside to enjoy the time of being out, then do so. But if not, no, you should be definitely prioritizing your funds, making sure that everything is, taken care
Me
of.
personally, I feel like people use that as an excuse. Like I hear, well, I had a long weekend, I had work, why can't I just go have fun for the weekend? Like, my week was so long, like, I just want to go have fun, like, Friday and Saturday, or it's my girl's birthday, or it's my homeboy's birthday, I just want to get out and, like, yeah, but, you need to catch up on your bills, don't you? Or, didn't you say you want to do this in the future? So it's just, I mean, me personally, I just got out of it, like, I care more so, and I'm not a money hungry type of person, but I just look forward into the future, even though, like you said, Breeze, we can't control tomorrow or yesterday, but if I can have a say-so in it, especially now, like, I'm going to be like, nah, I can have fun next week,
Exactly.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, depending on what time it is, like, as far as where your mindset is now. Now, a long time ago, I would have went and hung out.
Right.
Now, I'm just like, let me see this. Then we'll see if I'm going to go out.
I mean, what y'all really, like, what do you spend?
It's about the balance. Right now, I'm 22, so I might pick to go out.
Yeah,
and out my friends, get my car done.
Yeah, 22.
But no, that's not good because I want to be able to save up now because I realize, like, knowing your relationship with money, my relationship with money wasn't too good. I get it, I spend it. Money just go through, like dollar bills, Benjamin Franklin.
It's all about money management. know what I'm saying? But when I go out, like honestly, I'm gonna be real. I feel like I should be receiving things. Like I feel like I shouldn't have to pay to get in the club. Like for real, I really go in with that mentality. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not paying to get in the club. I'm not buying nothing. And then if I do, like if I'm out of town, you know, go on a girl trip or something, like I make plans for that. Like I got the funds to take it up. If I'm in the city, I know everybody. So no, what's up?
Also, you talk about taking that 150 and invest it. I feel like nowadays people just want to, especially with Instagram culture, people want to force feed us this millionaire mindset. It's work, get all this money. I don't want to. We don't want to be a simple person and just have a savings account and a checking account. I don't want to invest all my money. I want to go out, you know.
But you know, that's a good point because you get to. That's fine. That's okay to do that.
I don't knock people like that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you're gonna be that type of person, don't come to me next week, right at the clock in of work and be like, I'm tired of this fucking place. I just wanna do nails so bad, or I just wanna be an instructor, or I just really feel like I can be a rapper. Like,
what if your bars is trash?
Well, because you just said sometimes people just want to
be simple.
But then you complaining that I'm sick of this place.
Yeah,
I want to work for myself.
I wouldn't dare force a lifestyle upon nobody or try to force my type of mindset on anybody else. But don't come having these conversations with me if you're not going to change. If you're going to sit up with me Monday through Friday about, I feel like I can do this investment. They talking about, just putting $150 and get paid this weekend. My friend's birthday, fuck that, I ain't gonna go. I probably just do. And then come back Monday, like, how was your weekend? Man, we had a ball, man. I'm talking about, it was so many people out, like, man, we just cut up. Like, you should have seen that. Got to fight. It's like, what happened to all these goals and dreams? Monday through Thursday. And Thursday come close to Friday. Now you like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna spend this. Like, I don't knock them, but it's just like, people like that, I don't want to have a conversation with you anymore because at this point, we just blowing smoke.
Yeah.
You know, you just blowing smoke.
Talking.
Yeah.
It's just talking, and you know, like I really, I hate to see people in those positions because I've been in that position before. Like, man, I hate this fucking job. Even though I didn't really express it to certain people, but I just be like, man, I hate this fucking job. I can't, man. I feel like I can do this. On your break, you'll look up certain shit like, okay, I can probably quit, and then my next 2 checks, I can buy this, invest in that, and then hopefully I can flip, and then, come Thursday, you like, shit, we might go out though, man. I try that shit next week. But it's just like, it's man, fun over funds, man. I used to do it, I used to want to, be the freshest out, and it was, and I guess it's a maturity thing, but also I wish somebody could have put it in my mind like, man, there's fun along down the line, like, you're going to always have time to have fun. Like, there's always
different
time.
kinds of fun.
Yeah.
It's free fun.
It is free fun. And what people will call, white people have fun for free, which they do. And there's nothing wrong with going to hang with white people and doing stuff for free, but also I think people be like, I didn't even spend a dime this weekend. I went home with the white folks, they don't spend nothing. All their clubs is free. They're buying plenty of shots. I spent like $10 and that was for parking. But it's like, okay, that time you spent out could have been invested into you sitting at home, focusing on your goals and your dreams. So you still wasted what I would call money and time. You still wasted funds. Your mental funds was, as I would call it, because you could have sat at home that Friday and Saturday and been looking up stuff, came up with a plan. Come Monday, you would have been like, man, I'm ready to get paid because now I got this plan together. So it's still like, money or time, you still should, secure both of them when it comes to you having some type of goal or something for your life. But
what happens if they creating a plan but they don't know how to execute it?
Yeah, it's the knowledge.
And then when you don't know how to execute, you go right back to I'm gonna go and hang out because I really don't even know what to do next. I done wrote it down.
My thing is seeking that resource and those tools, you know what I'm saying, to figure out how to plan it out
That's it.
and strategize things.
But
Because
see,
it's
A
there.
lot of people don't even know it's right on your phone.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Especially in our community, I think we need to learn more about financial literacy.
Yeah.
And even
Yes.
those big business owners, they need to come back and teach. We need more community within our community.
But it's hard.
Outreach
That's hard because a lot of people that's up on that level, they're not trying to come back here and teach that.
My
Because
question is why?
But I
Because
feel
why
like,
not?
It's
why
hard.
can't we do
Everybody
it?
gonna
That's what
ask.
I'm saying. Like, why can't we do it?
Well, we don't know. It's
You-
first
No,
step.
you gotta-
we
but
can
you gotta
we
think
can
about
learn it.
I look at it like this. It's like trying to go back to work every Monday and tell the same person, look,
Exactly.
you fucking good at doing nails. Just do the shit. Like,
Yes.
you trying to sit and explain
You
to
can't
them.
lead a horse
I
to
kinda-
water with, you can't make him drink, leading water can't make him drink.
Yeah,
But there's more people who do want to learn. More people who
But
You're right.
here's this. Everybody's asking why, well, or how. And they hear it, they like, nah, I don't believe this shit.
Yeah.
He's just in
They
here
ain't
selling
even
us
open
a
to
dream.
it.
Sure, because before people come to me, I'll be like,
He's
I don't
selling
believe
us
that.
a
I ain't
dream.
gonna lie. I ain't.
I
Oh, you can try me. I'm sorry, I'm here for it.
I'm like,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not interested. I'm cool. Baby.
I can spot
I've been
us.
through so many scandals and
I
schemes.
can, yeah. I learned from my mama. She's done been through them like, oh my gosh, she done been through some pyramid schemes like no other. I
I'm gonna be
swear.
real, y'all. I literally just blew like almost probably like 1,200 on some bull crap. Like,
Oh,
but
no.
listen, so it was a great friend of mine who introduced me to it. He was like, hey, check this out. So I'm on the little Zoom call. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you doing it? And the only reason what made me do it because he said he was
He's
doing it.
yeah.
So I'm like, he ain't finna just have me doing no
Yeah.
crazy thing. Y'all, I was like, this is a whole Fonzie scheme.
Yeah.
Ponzi scheme. I'm like, nah. I was so mad. I tried to dispute the.
But
That's what about me.
I was trying to
do this.
dispute the funds here, and I was like, nah, I want my money back. I literally told him, I'm like, I want my money back, dude.
I guess what I wouldn't even knock you for done that. I would rather hear that story instead you say, man, I was so lit. I spent
Yeah.
$1,200.
See,
I don't
no.
know where it went to.
No,
I just know
so
we had
bad.
And I'm just like, I would rather hear that story because it just goes to show that you really trying to change something
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you know, by any
exactly.
means, because it's just like us that's like, man, I bought some bad dope.
Exactly.
1,200, man, it's fuck. I
Exactly.
guess it's 200 gone.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
you took a chance.
You took a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
because
took a
if you never would have
chance.
took that chance, you wouldn't
You
have
know,
known.
you never would have known.
Right, and
So
you
now
would've
you
bet on
know.
yourself.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
want to bet
It made
on-
me see things like, I will never do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
I got scammed too.
Yeah,
That's part of my legs.
See, oh, man. I never heard that
It'll
before.
happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Wow.
But like, people don't make excuses when it comes to going out.
They don't.
When it comes to going out, you cannot have nothing to wear. I'm talking about all the signs could be pointing don't go out, and you gonna find a fucking way to get your ass out. Like, girl, I ain't got nothing to wear, bro. I ain't got no clothes. Like, bro, what about that shirt you bought
Yeah.
for Christmas or the gift?
You know, like, you ain't take no risk in that. You can just put that back on.
Yeah. I can just wear that with the shoes wiped out. Like, ain't no excuses.
Well,
Like,
why do
bro.
we think that deep into that when it's time to put clothes on?
No, for real.
Yeah,
We are showing people. We come,
Yeah,
we
we
come
trying to
dress.
impress
We come
people we already know. Like, that'd be crazy. We be literally putting shit on just to pull up on the same
For the
person.
same
Like, what?
person.
That's how I notice the difference between white parties and black parties. Black parties, we need a little bit bougie.
Yeah.
Sometimes we what you wearing, what you wearing. But white
Yeah.
party be in there.
Baby, they can have a t-shirt,
Rainbow,
jeans,
rainbow,
They're really dressing to have fun. Like, they're really dressed. They prepared
we
for
gonna
shit
just
to
stare
step
at
on.
everybody.
Like,
look.
they prepared to get sweaty and stepped on and bumped into. Like,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
prepared. Yeah, they know. Like, oh, it's so
They be so
designed.
simple. They be
Yeah.
so simple.
The
I
most
really
great
like
clothes
how
on quick.
Caucasian people dress though. Like, I be like, okay, you simple, man. You cute.
They ain't getting us on the fashion though.
Nah,
they ain't
They really putting
Nah.
shit on. They not.
So, fuck, man, it's crazy that you would get fresh in the house and be finna go get home. By the time you get over there, he's sweating. He's sweating. Ain't even
Man,
fresh.
what was
bro.
Uber and all of that
Oh
thing,
my
boy? That's
God.
crazy.
Oh my God.
Niggas
Like,
must do strolls, boy.
man,
God,
Uber. Oh my God. They got.
Thank God for the new resources.
Yeah.
Ooh. And like it's like the kids growing up in these generations now, they got it so easy, really. And they so spoiled, like they would never
It
know what
drives
it's
me
like.
nuts,
It
right?
don't. I'm be honest, right? It don't drive me nuts because it's like with you being young, I wouldn't sit here and be like, "Oh, you got it so made." Like you
Yeah,
just.
no.
Didn't y'all want
Now, I know that.
Yes,
That's what
but now
I'm
I'm not
saying,
even talking
because-
about your generation. I'm talking about like
They're
the
just
younger
younger
teens, like the younger teens
But I still
now.
feel like she has it
Yeah.
easier than we did.
Yeah.
But it's like, guess what? Our grandmama, our mama gonna say you had it way easier. So I feel like it's just gonna be an ongoing,
Yes, it is.
you know,
Like,
That
cycle.
shouldn't be a bad thing. Y'all should want it easier.
Yeah, you
Yes.
right. So I kind of put that in my head, like, you know what? I ain't even gonna trip over them having it easy because people used to say the same thing about me. Man, you got it easy, you got it made, like back in my day, or this.
Yeah, they
I'm like,
so back in
But
their
I
day.
do say we do need the mentorship still.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the guidance.
Yeah.
I feel like some of us young people don't want to listen to y'all.
But you know what? I
Yes.
beg to differ. I don't interpret it that way.
I think it's changing now.
Yeah, because I really feel
Younger
like
people
I'm
listening
more
to-
connected to the younger people.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're very
They gonna
open.
teach you something.
You know,
yeah,
like I can hold a conversation with you versus my grandmama.
Okay,
She
yeah.
ain't trying to hear shit
At all.
She was like, girl, verse 20, John. Listen, this is not what I'm talking about. But you know, like for real, I'm like, and then I want to have like a platform for young kids. You know what I'm saying? To be that mentor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, cause y'all like to listen, like y'all really do listen.
Now,
We do want the guidance.
it's a lot of more.
Yeah,
I've seen a
too.
lot of more younger people listen. Like it's like, man, I can't hate on. Like it's a lot of more younger people that's really putting their funds over their fun, or really kind of
Yeah.
finding their fun and making funds out of it.
Yeah.
So like back then. We wasn't getting paid to go to the skating rink. We wasn't getting paid to go to the movies. We wasn't getting paid to go to the club when we was younger. But like now, y'all are like, oh, I'm going to the club. Y'all paying me?
Exactly.
Y'all am I gonna get in free? Like we wasn't know. We wasn't thinking about
No,
that shit.
yeah.
Like ain't nobody finna pay us. We gotta pay them.
Yeah,
Like
right? They
But I
do have a
did
lot of
hear
money.
that we are making, and our millennials, our generation, we are making the most money when we had savings. Like y'all had back in like our grandparents and our parents, they had more money. Like we make more, but like we're gonna
Within
keep on
our-
buying it.
Keeping
We're gonna buy
saving
it. Yeah.
and
it's
investing it.
possible.
Yeah.
I can see that being a true fact. Like
I think that's because of social media.
I believe
Yes,
so.
definitely.
What
Yeah,
you follow,
man.
what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's hard. Like they put such a curse on us. It's so hard to break that curse as far as like these brands and this image we want to see ourselves have and this person we want to. I feel like everybody grows up feeling like I'm gonna be famous one day. You gotta come to reality if you're not gonna be.
But what is being famous though?
You
You
know,
know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Just
what
making
you
a lot
see
of
on
money.
TV is like, you know, what
Being
you see.
famous.
Like I'm gonna be.
Being known.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. That's pretty much it. You can
And it's okay
you know
though.
everybody and not even have money.
Yeah, it's okay to feel that way, but I feel like, you know, if you don't see yourself really getting there by all the silly shit you're doing, by buying all the stuff that you see people who are famous already have, and you're nowhere near that, just give it up because you're not gonna be famous anytime soon or whatever you consider to be famous. So if you're like feeling like I'm gonna be that person on TV or I'm gonna be that, you know, I gotta buy this Gucci, buy this designer, buy this whatever, and you're still nowhere near that, like it's not gonna happen for you. It's just like give it up. But you know, some people are gonna push for like, well, if I'm not gonna be famous, I'm gonna make myself famous, feel like I'm famous, or I'm gonna make myself like, yeah, I'm that person. I'm equal to, like, when you put me in the category with this person on TV, or I'm like them because you see I got that on, what they had on, like, it's, because I think when I was young, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna be on, when I get on TV, you know, I ain't know what the hell I want to do. I just be like, I'm gonna be on TV.
Right.
I used to tell myself that, like, man, when I get on that show, I'm gonna be on the show, I'm gonna be in a hotel like that, and I ain't gonna do this, I'm gonna do, like, I ain't thinking about this shit now, because I know, like, not saying this,
How did you realize it though?
I don't know how I realized it. I think I don't know. I just kind of told myself, like, it's not real. Like, some of the visions we have for ourselves, it's really not ours. That's why, like, a lot of people should find themselves, like, it's really not ours. We're trying to be somebody else. And which, you know, I don't knock people for this. There's a lot of stuff that I don't knock people for. Like, a few sessions ago, like I said, I don't call black people ignorant. They're just misguided. that I wouldn't feel. I don't feel like there's any ignorant black people. You're just misguided.
Yes.
You don't know any better, and I feel like a lot of black people are misguided. We're miseducated and misguided because we are. You know, we're brought up, taught. You know, shit that other cultures aren't taught.
Right.
So I don't fault any black person for when I see a guy in a club. Like I don't be like, man, he was stupid. I do be like, he's stupid. You're spending all this money doing all this shit. I just be like, man, he don't really know no better, man. He can be saving that shit or put it up, But I'm not the one to tell somebody what to do with their money, because people, like
Then who would be?
some, yeah.
Their friends supposed to be doing
Which is crazy because I tell people like, you don't take advice from. You won't take advice from your mama. You won't take advice from your granny, your auntie, and they can see all this potential in you. But you'll take advice from this guy you just met. It's just certain people that you actually get. It really like get embedded into you. You're like, man, I really take what he said into consideration. Like, I'm really gonna do it. But nigga, your family been telling you to do it all these years. So now this new random motherfucker tell you to do it. Now so it's like a lot of shit do go through people's ears, but it just takes the right person. Like, y'all ever seen a female date a dope boy and like their image is like, I'm this damn bitch. I'm a ride. I'm gonna do this, and now they're with a church going man, or now they like, I'm so saint and holy, or because they're gonna change it. Like they're gonna change their lifestyle and mold themselves to who they want that person, what they expect out of them. But it's like, you can have your granny go to church.
The whole time.
You ain't been going to church none. Now you met this man, and he's a church going man. Now it's like, I'm in there, granny. I'm in there every Sunday, Monday through Sunday. Like, we in that bitch.
That's
Like,
some false narrative thing. And, like, it's not being true to who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then even getting caught up into who's who and what is success and what is wealth and what is riches and famous. Like, that's why I said, what is famous? You know what I'm saying? Because just because a person seems like they got all the money in the world, that don't mean they happy. That don't mean they, you feel me, got it all together. They be the worst people, really, if you ask me. So I'm like, that's why I'm teaching my kids, like, you have to always strive to be better. Be yourself. Be authentic.
I want to know, how do y'all feel about rich people? Y'all said they like, well, we just say.
I feel like rich people be the worst because it's like they're not true to themselves. They are caught up on the image. They suffer identity crisis. You feel me? They attach to their name or who they are. You know what I'm saying? Or well, they built it, but out of that title or that label. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean that title?
Because a lot of rich people and who's who, they suffer different types of depressions and things.
Of hard work.
Well, hard work because it's attached to their name. They got to show up as this person every day. I got to be this, I got to be that because this is what people are looking at. Instead of just taking time off and like, I don't feel like doing shit. I don't want to do that. So they keep putting all their energy into that name and not really being who they are.
But when you building that's what comes with
But
it.
you
Every
get
day
caught up in it though.
Every day he got to wake up and be the soul side.
No, he don't, because that's not who he is.
Right, but that's his brand.
Well, yeah.
So when he's pushing his brand, he's gonna wake up every day and be soul side. But the days that he want to cut off, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm cutting it off. Then I'm cutting it off. But
See, I guess that's just me, because I don't look at him as the soul side.
right, me
I see
neither.
him as Jadel. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Or not even just Jadel, I just see him as who he is. And I feel like the soul socket is just what he comes with.
Right.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like, he got this. This is his establishment, but that's not who he is.
Right. But I'm just saying, as far as on a business matter, when you say the rich people suffer from the most,
They do. I'm gonna be honest. I met this guy in Dallas. He got like he's been like real phenomenal whatever the damn word is, phenomenal, whatever, I can't say it, was like,
phenomenal.
with, you know, doing, like, selling shoes and stuff, and I can, like, we had a conversation, man, he got so emotional, I can, like, first time meeting him, he was about to, like, cry, and you can tell he's just, like, overwhelmed, like, real overwhelmed, like, he's put himself in a position now, like, he can't stop.
Wow.
He cannot, he was like, man, I had a hernia, had leg surgery, said the next day, I'm right back at work, like, he can't stop doing what he's doing. Like he just feels like he cannot. I don't think he can take a day off. And I feel like with certain people, when you reach a certain success, and it depends on what you consider success to be.
Exactly.
You know, success can be a mental thing for you. Like, man, I've really looked past a lot in the world. You know, I've got my mindset out of what people thought it should be or what the Caucasian would want me to think out of life. And I'm focused on a lot of other things. And then some people's success is
Just being
currency and being comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people's success is, you know, graduating college, you know, getting a family, buying a home, and, you know, living your life out on your nice house, or whatever, with a white picket fence. But I think that also, because I don't see you in the future. You can be very successful mentally. I don't see you in the future being really stressed out and on the verge of like just not happy.
Yeah.
I don't see that in you. But I can kind of see that in me.
Yeah.
I can see that somewhat happening with me eventually. I can see that happening with me. Like I feel like eventually if I do continue to build this brand up more and more and the more successful it becomes, I feel like I'm gonna be on like, damn, I'm working so hard. I don't have time. Like, I feel like it will become overwhelming for me to a point where like I cannot stop. Like I can't, because the more you do, the better success you get, the more bills you accumulate. Like, so you're like,
It's lifestyle.
yeah, now it's a
Like
lifestyle. Now you
lifestyle.
can't.
I need this much money to keep going.
See, that's why I go back to saying raising our awareness and knowing who we are. Like knowing just because we see like, okay, I'm successful, this and that, but that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're more to, it's more to you
It's
than
more,
that.
yeah, most
You feel me?
definitely.
You gotta tap into that frequency of yourself.
And when I do look at certain famous people, I don't look at them as, I don't try to look at them as famous. Like Kanye West, I don't look at him as like,
Look what the hell he going through.
I
love
and that's
Kanye
the essence
too.
of the thing. It's all the people that a lot of people hate.
He took on a lot of people.
It's like, you know, it's crazy that we would be like, I don't have no problem with Kanye West, but it's so many people, I can't fucking stand him.
Like, what the hell
Racist ass is fucking Uncle Tom.
I didn't know
Like,
if you like the little Twitter bot, but majority of people.
nah, it's some people that hate his, there's some black people that hates his ass. Like,
Wow.
don't just, because they're not digging deep into what he's really saying.
Exactly.
They're not really taking their time to break down the things that they hear on the blogs and stuff like that. But I'm the type of person.
Go with thinking for yourself instead of letting group think, letting people affect your way.
Yeah, they're going off of the headlines and the blogs, and you know, like what Kanye West said. What about niggas? Or what about slavery? Fuck that nigga. Yeah, like you know, like hold on, what did he say? What do you know that I don't know about slavery? Or what you know, like let me figure this out. Like, so it's man, it's just people's way of thinking, man. It's like, and what I told myself, yeah, it is your mindset. What I told myself when it do come to fun over funds, I can't help how people, you know, want to choose to live their life. You know, like when you,
People gonna do what they want to do.
they're gonna do what they want to do. If you're that person telling me, I had a long week, and, you know, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I'm just put you in that category of somebody. This is gonna be you for the rest of your life. Like this is gonna be you. You know, you're gonna be telling your dreams and goals to people Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Come Thursday, you're gonna hear a little bit of it, and then Friday, you ain't gonna hear shit about it. And then come until Monday roll around, it's gonna be like, you know, and here we are, same shit, back at square one. So it's like, you know, I just try not to give those people that much conversation anymore, because it's like I can't waste, I can't put my energy and my breath. You know, it's like, well, look, I hope you make it.
What's the signs of a leech, though? Not a leech, but like a person who ain't going, who just talk about it and don't be about it.
Which means signs? You mean like horoscope, or just like?
No,
No, like
signs.
five, three signs, three flags.
I feel like a
The person
flag.
just talks about it, doesn't do
Yeah.
it.
Not with no action.
I feel like me, I feel like have hope for people. They say they don't do it. I'm just
I really-
waiting. Like how long?
The peep it.
Yeah.
I mean, you should.
A week?
Yeah.
A
you-
week?
You could be very discerning. You can
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
see, like, man, you just talking shit
Yeah.
and.
If you put more talking into action, if you put more talking into action, then I'll be like, it's cool. I just give you a little conversation about whatever now. But I like some people, like off the bat, I can tell now. Because if you come to me about some dreams and you're a certain age, I'm be like, so what have you done so far? Like, what have you tried to do? And like, you ain't got nothing to show me or something. It's like, well, all right, we'll see what see what the future holds for you. But it's kind of easy to tell now with certain people because it's like if you'll see by the weekend. Like I said, you'll see by the weekend because the weekend is really going to determine how serious you are.
Right.
Like it's going to determine. If I can't be like,
Out.
it's Friday. We just got our work. Hey, so did you still want to try to go down to the building to get get your LC or whatever? Man, my cousin, she talking about the damn party gonna start looking like it's like
Look, girl, I gotta get there. I gotta get dressed.
yeah, I gotta. I'm like.
Oh no, what happened to?
Alright, it's cool, so I'm just, and I'm not saying you're not serious about it because you choose to do those things over what's important, but I just feel like if you do want a better future for yourself, like, start taking some of that stuff serious,
Right.
like,
And
start
taking
putting it,
initiative and accountability for showing up.
That's why I said like a week, because if you really serious, every day you either gonna be asking about it or trying to figure out
Doing
something about it.
Yeah.
towards that goal
You know what I'm saying? So
every day.
I'll give you a week.
because I know I went through your page and I would sit down and have a conversation with you about your dreams and goals or anything that you possibly want to do because I can see you're serious about it. Even at a young age, I'm like, well, this girl ain't playing. She's trying to go somewhere in life. She's trying to do something. So I'm gonna give her that time and that conversation because it's worth it. She's not blowing smoke. It's not next week she's gonna be out in Miami doing nothing that has anything to do with what she's trying to lead to in her life or her goals and dreams. Like, so yeah, I would give you the conversation, but some people it's like, you have those, you're always going to be put with an option, in my belief. Like, you're always going to be put with an option, especially when it comes to weekends and shit like that. Like, man.
Sometimes you need that weekend, I ain't gonna lie.
No, you most definitely
It's the
do.
balance.
It is,
It's
yeah.
balance.
But I just feel like, and then people be like, man, tomorrow ain't promised. You don't know you can get by a bus. Like, man, look, well, last thing y'all know, that nigga put $150 into some type of investment. If it go through, it go through. If it don't, it don't. There's a give and
And then he
take.
can pay for his funeral.
Yeah.
Nobody want to talk about life insurance.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
There's a lot of people who don't even got it. It's a sport
If you
of us
need
that
it,
don't
holla
got
at
it.
me. Right.
Nah, people.
They don't
I
even
would
be thinking.
definitely recommend life insurance
Yeah.
because, Lord.
They feel like it's gotta be a lie. It don't gotta be a lie.
So yeah, man, I once was one of the people who put my funds over. I mean, my fund over my funds. But now, like Troy said, it's a balanced thing. Like sometimes I do need it, and I feel like, let's say for instance, your occupation, you say you do like violin and stuff. So it would, what people misunderstand is some of this stuff is a job for people. This fun that you see is a fucking job.
Yeah,
This ain't just the fun. This ain't really the fun I want to have, but this is a job. But in the other people, I say like, they out having so much fun.
Right.
Man, I'm in a house, boy. I'm tripping. I gotta get out. I gotta get in these streets. Like, you in these streets to pay. And I'm in these streets to get paid. Like,
Right.
I'm outside getting paid. You outside paying. It's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna cost me to come outside. So it's like, I kind of realized that, like, man, oh my gosh, I feel like the more money you have to spend, you will spend it when you go outside. Like, if I know I got 1,000, I can spend 300 shit, I can spend $300. Like, fuck it. $300 is gonna add up if you doing it constantly and repeatedly. And it's like, and then you'll get hit with a, man, hey, this guy just dropped a book, man, with a lot of knowledge in it, man, about $275 plus tax, about $300, That
Like,
dude
I
possibly
ain't buying that.
buying that shit.
Like,
The
what?
fuck, $300 for some papers?
Buy a bottle?
Yeah, I go, yes, like you
Yeah,
rather buy that
people-
bottle. And then, you know, people, I promise, people will try to make you feel like, what's wrong with me buying bottles? Like, shit, I got it to buy it. Like, fuck it, I want to get drunk and have fun. Like, I'm not knocking you for that. It's just the conversation that comes afterwards later on in the week about your life and the way you live it. So don't talk to me about no fucking dreams or goals when you was just balling.
And why you
in the
buy a bottle?
Yeah, like you
Like,
got
put that
a
energy
choice.
to your
You
dreams.
can focus on your dreams or goals. You can focus on these fucking bottles and these damn strippers or whatever you chose. You know, and I'm not knocking anybody, nobody's occupation, but it's like, you know, it's all excuses to me. It just begins to become like it's excuses. Like, man, you especially when you got people in your ear like telling you can do this, you got it. Like, man, just go for it, whatever you need. You know, I'm here for you. I'm gonna support you. You know, like what? You don't make excuses to go out and have fun. You know, like make what you do for a living, make it fun. You know, make it fun. Like that's why I like doing what I do because it's fun for me.
Yeah.
You know, it is fun for me.
And anything, like your purpose should always be fun. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that you put your time into, it should be something, a happy place for you. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be draining. That's what I don't believe in. That's why I was telling you what I told you. I'm like, eventually you're going to transition out of that because it doesn't seem like a happy place for you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find that niche. You know what I'm saying?
I would love more important to me purpose early and
Okay.
finding your purpose because when you find your purpose, the paper chases you.
Okay, you
It's
ain't
like,
chasing the paper.
Oh, what? I'm doing what I love. And that's another thing you gotta realize. You don't have to work hard for your money. Your money can it can be easy money.
It
You
just
don't always gotta
flows.
be out there in the plantation picking the cotton all the time. You can relax and let your money make money for you.
Exactly.
You learn how to grow that.
Yeah.
So that just comes with the mindset because in the Bible, it says poor will always be among you. The poor people with the poor mindsets.
Yes.
A rich person ain't gonna be over here doing that too much.
No,
They
we're
gonna
not working hard.
go out and do it.
I wish the hell I would.
I just hate that I do see people with a lot of potential and like better potential than I have.
Mhm.
You know, even more talented than I ever was with the type of dream or goals they have, but they just don't execute.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, man, like just go for it. Like fuck whatever is going
Or
on this
maybe,
weekend.
like we said earlier, like they not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? They not in that mindset or even in that position to receive that. In time, it will happen.
Do you think ego play a role in a lot of people's
Yes,
dreams?
yes, and that's
You gonna self-doubt.
yes. They don't know. They don't know what the hell they are.
Because you can't conquer it in your mind. The world is, you can't conquer the world then.
Nope. Not at all.
Do you think it's more into black community, black people? Is it
Everybody.
Yeah, I would say as a
Yeah.
whole, as a
You gotta conquer
collective.
your mind.
Cause there be some Spanish, Asian, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. So you really can't just decipher just because of my race or my gender. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It really,
But a little bit into that could do with the systematic racism and like the oppression we have faced and like how that play into how we was raised. So I do see that aspect of race.
it's more than us, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's more than us.
Because Dr. Umar, what did he say? He said he had a quote when he was on the Breakfast Club. He was like, slavery did a harmful thing, and it made black people not feel in control of their life.
Yeah.
Or don't want to, like, other people from other countries, they
Yeah,
get a
they-
store, they
exactly,
come
but
over
that
here
was
and get-
all, that was the whole plan though. And
Yeah.
I never forget, I want to reference, my brother, my family, Fonte. He speaks on the Willie Lynch letter, and if you have not read that letter, like this shit was
Yes.
all planned out.
all planned.
You feel me? This was their whole purpose.
But we know
Was
that we still
control.
play into
Some
it.
people don't know that though. They don't know it. You know what I'm
I never
saying?
know. I never read it.
You never read it? Oh my God, please read that. It's gonna break down everything. Like he was a genius, and I hate to say it. He was a genius. That was his whole, and it worked.
Wow.
But I feel like as we're in this time now, like the Great Awakening, you
We're
feel
breaking this curse.
We're breaking
We're
the curse.
breaking it. It's most definitely
But-
gonna get broken.
yes.
It may not be
They
in our
scared.
time.
Who will
It may
survive?
not, it may. Yeah, we know. We know. And I think black people are just so forgiving, man. Like
Oh my God.
we're so forgiving. Like we just are for some reason. Like we're just so forgiving.
And
but
that comes from what? Religion.
And
I
we're the
believe-
mother race. These are our children.
You-
These are our
But it's really tied to
Yeah.
religion. It's really tied to the Bible. That's why they threw the Bible at us. Here, don't go kill yourself. Read that. Because if you know this, if you forgive, you're going to forgive me. You're not going to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of standing up for yourself like, no, you got me up.
True.
It's hard to even picture in my mind black people even though I know we're the dominant race and we don't act like it. It's hard picturing us being that. It's hard picturing us in the. Yeah, it's hard picturing the roles being reversed. Us being in a position that white people are, white people being in a position that we are. I really can't even.
I don't
So,
think we're gonna do the same thing that
We
they
know.
did.
We most definitely
Because
would.
they're ice people, we sun people.
Exactly.
We most definitely would.
Exactly. And we're loving. And we vibrate off of love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Regardless of what people try to put in our heads. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we still, that's who we are.
And it's the fear that they fear they're gonna lose their status, their
Oh, they
blood,
gonna-
their race, they're becoming a minority now. It's like a fear which once
Oh, they're most
you
definitely
operate out of
becoming
fear and
minority.
lack, that's how you gonna act.
And then we all come together. That's their fear. Us becoming unified.
That shit can take
They are so scared of that because they know how powerful we are. They know this. They know. And that's why they keep us in this type of dynamic.
We're controlling the certain
Yes.
things we watch, we eat. You know,
Yeah,
like
okay.
a lot of it plays a part, man. A lot of it plays a part in the way that we choose to live our lifestyle. Like I said, I see a lot of people are misguided. So when I see you putting your fun over funds, and you have so many dreams and goals, and you have all this potential, it's like I don't say no more to myself like that nigga ignorant, that nigga dumb, he bullshit, he ain't, you know. I be like, man, I just wish he could see the potential that he has in himself. I wish he wasn't so blinded. I wish she could see, you know, that she has this type of talent, you know, because all of it can be put, you know, it can be useful, you know, like within
But
being.
what about the people who always put their funds over everything? I don't really resonate with that.
That's the mentorship you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't feel like we should always prioritize finance or currency because that's why it's the almighty dollar because the energy we put behind
it,
You
yeah.
feel me?
We should go back to barter and trade.
You know.
But can you really survive without it?
I mean, you can't.
Yes, because I think we can do it. We can go back to barter and trade because this money, this paper ain't really. We made it have. We made it have.
It's not real.
We made it have the power. So anything
A
you
good
make have
book
the
to
power.
read, y'all. It's called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. That is a
By who?
great book. Oh my God. But it's what's his name? I don't know. I can't think of the author, but it's A Happy Pocket Full of Money. You can find it on Amazon. But it breaks down everything. It breaks down just everything as a whole. Like you'll look at money way differently. And that's where I'm at. Like I know I'm at a financial freedom, you know what I'm saying, for how I look at money. I'm not money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? So
People are, I've been seeing people preparing themselves, whether it happens or not, for money to just poof and be like, what is this great dollar? You know, I see people buying all this gold,
yeah.
you know, land, and, you know, things of that
Like
nature.
investing
So
into that
people
stuff,
don't really,
yeah.
people got that mindset like, hey, it can be any day now, but this money ain't worth a day.
It ain't
And,
worth
and I
shit.
feel like that day will
It's
come
different.
when black people wake up or
Yes.
whatever and say, hey, man, the fuck a dollar? Why we killing
Yes.
each other for a fucking dollar? You know, if you learn more about the bill and that it's a note and that it's a debt, you know, it's like,
Exactly.
what? And this shit, ain't, you know.
It's like getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah.
They might come after me. I ain't gonna say that.
Nah. You right. Nah, you can speak on it.
You
Fuck
was
this
a
shit.
number.
You are, yeah, you are a number. So
Wow,
it's,
Social Security number.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
Wow.
You wouldn't even own it.
No. That's why most people tax from it, like boards and what are those people called? What's that called? No. The people who go off the grid, like what are they called, y'all? You know,
Nomads.
nomads, but it's another word. I can't think of it, but
Well,
they detach themselves from the identity of like they don't got no social security card now. My brother. What are they called?
Amish.
Not Amish. More, not damn. When you talking about when you don't have no belief in anything.
Right.
Agnostic.
No, it's fuck. Damn, what's the word? We don't got no belief. When you don't believe in God and like none of that. Damn, what is it?
Atheist.
Atheist. Is that what you want? No, atheist. That's what I was thinking of. Shit.
It's gonna come to me, watch, and then we're gonna be done. But yeah,
Well, it's cool,
It's certain
man.
type of people.
Well, look, I appreciate y'all coming again. Like I said, it's a sit down Sundays. I love to have open minded people, man. People who, doesn't take anything personal. People who's willing to learn from others and teach others. It's a good breath of fresh air for me. And I would, assume for y'all too to just get these conversations out there. I want it to be fun, message, everything, all of the above. So I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourself one more time, and then we're gonna cut out. So like I said, I appreciate you guys stopping by again.
All right, y'all. My name again is Troy. You can follow me on Instagram, L_Bozeman. Also, check out the link. Well, it's not even a link yet. I'm sorry. Just DM me. I'm doing one-on-one sessions, giving you my secrets to purchase and rental property.
I'm Mimi. You can call me Miko. You can catch me on IG at but Goddess Sanctuary _. I have a link in my bio. It kind of directs you to my podcast. You can check it out. I'll be dropping a few little gems and greatness.
What's up? I'm Jabria Love, journalist, host, poet, creator. Follow me, connect with me. Remember, we got debates every Tuesday. So come with your opinion and your way to learn, your open mind.
Alright, once again, this is 100 Keep. We're at the Soul Soccer, 1801 Jefferson Street, Suite 204. And see you next Sunday for Sit Down Sundays. Peace.